Hello there. Getting any doubling today? No. Okay, we're good. Okay, so let's see here. So Dine had just been shot up, and Shinra just arrived somewhere in front of me. Apparently there was a heal thing right here. Oh, it just started me at the beginning of the area. So, okay. Sorry, just a second. Need to double check something. Sorry about that. Was just making sure that the webcam was not about to come unplugged. Yeah, I've got a USB hub on the desk, which apparently is pinned down by a power cord that I'm going to fix after stream. And wouldn't be able to fix it now without literally like unplugging my computer, so it's going to have to wait. I was kind of wrap around. I'm a little confused on where I need to go then. I thought it was this way. Oh, it was this way. I thought that was where we had fought the boss fight last.
And here I thought that Gus guy was just yanking our chain.
Same.
That said, is it okay to let the director get involved like this?
Were you going to stop him? Deploying riot control armor. All units are to pull back now.
Well, have fun down there, boss man.
Happy posters out, Paul, man. Booking's canceled, Paul, man. Security's been slaughtered, Paul, man. You're talking about and what, Paul, man? I've had it. And now you're going to pay. I'm a director, and you will show me some respect. Error detected.
that thing just roll over because he couldn't figure out the controls?
I got your number.
Okay, so Ride Control Tank developed by Advanced Weaponry Division is a highly advanced AI system allowing the mech to consistently operate at peak performance, so as long as the pilot is not completely incompetent. Landing limited attacks or synergy attacks will flip it over. Attacking the cockpit while overturned will deal significant damage. Landing several powerful offensive abilities while Palmer's taunting will also pressure it. Lightning weakness, okay.
That does it.
Let's do this.
Tifa, we need you to throw a heal over at Cloud. Does it have multiple targets? No, it just has one. Okay, we're just trying to kill this thing, so let's see here.
Come on. So long.
Oh, they're getting hit a lot more than I am. They're not doing a good job of dodging.
It's on you.
This guy is pissing me off. Bring him up.
Alright, Tifa needs to heal Yuffie. Okay, Yuffie, I want you to be using the lightning mode.
Deal with that.
Here I go. I like this. Get him.
You're gonna regret that.
There we go. Let's do a limit on this thing right away. Alright. Okay, he's just being an idiot as usual.
Junction override confirmed. Initiating appearance optimization protocol. Oh dear! Oh dear me! Now you're in for it!
Duty calls.
Okay, we need you to cast a Cura on Cloud. Okay, so it's lowered defense. Cloud, we need you to cast Thunder on its left leg.
Calling lightning. Keep it together.
The heat's on you. You won't regret this. No way! Just great.
Okay, the infinite mana thing. Okay, so now we want. So we want Tifa to do a raise on Yuffie. Cloud is then cured. A regen. Okay. Come on. Okay. We want a Cura on himself.
Gotta be careful. Let's try that again.
This guy is pissing me off.
Alright, that should hit. That should give a really good heal to Yuffie too. Sweet.
Get some rest.
Warning, exceeding maximum rate output. Risk of limb failure high. Nothing to worry about if I finish this quickly.
Okay, we need to do a Turbo Ether onto Cloud. And then we're going to do a Limit onto the left leg.
Any last words? Deal with that.
All set. Take that. Ha! Bring it. You're up. You're in good shape. Don't let me down.
Hang back. Take the lead.
Let me. Good to go?
We want a limit on the main thing. Alright, we're going to synergy with Tifa. And there we go. Destruction.
We gotta go. They'll be on us any minute.
They're on us now.
Is Dio giving us... Oh, he's giving us the goofy-looking buggy.
Fear not, friends. Your chariot awaits.
Dio?
I've been using this to eavesdrop. Can never be too careful. But you were innocent, and I was wrong. By way of apology, I gift you this. You will receive a proper burial, I promise you.
Thanks.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yep, let's go. I agree with Yuffie.
Is this not a bit much, sir?
The safety of my every guest is paramount. I don't know what happened in Midgar, but to me it matters not.
Glad this guy has
You're
more plot
always
behind him.
welcome, my friend.
Okay. Does anyone know how to drive this thing?
You drove a truck.
Barrett.
He said he wanted me to live with the guilt.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, we're here for you.
To help take the load off.
I mean it, man.
Yeah, I'm starting to think you might.
Come on.
It's just got a locking mechanism? That's interesting.
Goodbye, old buddy.
Like, yes, drive the crappy buggy away. Let's go.
Now's your chance. Leave this riffraff to me. Time to get the blood pumping.
Hang on.
Does it have 8 wheels? I thought it had 6.
You said. I got this.
Do I get to play as him? Aim, fire. Okay.
Outsmart.
Engaging target.
Come on. Outsmart.
That was fairly easy.
Let's do this. You want some? Gotcha. Break. Good. You want some? Come on.
That was fairly easy.
Surrender. Let's do this. You want some? Who's next? Break.
Okay, who's next?
Well. Gotcha. There's no escape. You want some? Let's do this. Come on. Who's next? Break it. What's up? Gotcha.
There you go. Goodbye, helicopter.
Now you're in for it!
Who's next? Let's do this. Right. Come on. Who's next? Let's do this. Gotcha. Bring it. What's up? Gotcha. Let's do this. Bring it. Right. Come on. Who's next? Let's do this. You want some?
There we go. Got that thing.
You little twerp! I'm not done yet! Oh!
No.
What the? Are you drunk? Hang on tight. Oh shit! What's wrong with this?
Poor Elaine. I actually feel for her.
How'd I do?
I've seen worse.
Shut up.
Take off the sunglasses, put on the sunglasses. Take off the sunglasses, put them on.
Dead you are. Long past time my little girl knew the truth.
I mean, she's not the same shade as you, Barrett. It's pretty obvious.
That ought to do it.
If you don't mind my saying, you're in an awfully good mood.
Well, it's been productive.
Don't have too much fun.
You're not allowed to have fun.
You called, sir?
Guten Tag.
What is the status of the Ancient? We still have eyes on her. Is she looking for the Promised Land? We don't believe so. I see. Is she a higher priority than the materia? Not her so much as her birthright. It's a dream of mine to see it with my own eyes.
I don't think anybody ever does,
Step
though.
up surveillance.
I think his jacket needs more belts.
It's a dream of mine. How cute.
Who are you, really?
Oh, come on. You know me. And I know you, Mr. President. You and your fears. Still just a child, aren't you? A pig-headed,
Yeah, for
pathetic,
reference, this character is completely
daddy-hating
new to this story.
child. And under that bratish exterior, loneliness.
I don't deny it. Why would I? It's brought me all this.
Now that's the spirit I'm looking for. We really need more people like you. To give the world a shot in the arm.
So how's it going for you?
What do you truly want?
I mean, that kind of defines almost every turn-based RPG ever, though. So if you're not into that, you know, I don't expect you to be interested in them.
Let's start this manhunt.
Yeah, I mean, Chrono Trigger lets you do that, but honestly, that's pretty rare. And, you know, that being said, I thought you were pretty into Pokemon.
I've lived a long and full life. So if my time on this planet comes to an end, I won't have any regrets. But you all have only experienced a fraction of what our world has to offer.
Yeah, it's actually very rare that you can actually see the enemies and avoid them. Especially in that era.
Off the bucket list any longer. No regrets.
Like, Earthbound does that, Chrono Trigger does that. I think Secret of Mana, but yeah, it was very, very rare.
Seen anyone around here who looks like this?
I'm sorry, but I don't know who that is.
Yeah, being able to see your enemies instead of them being random invisible battles is not something that was common back then, and really most I think a lot of the Final Fantasies still have the random battles. I haven't really played heavily. Like, the part I played of 16 was very, very scripted, so I'm not sure about the open world.
Does this guy look familiar to you?
Who's that? Kind of a depressing song.
Hey there. You seen anyone who looks like this?
Afraid not.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how that game starts. It starts you in the middle of a bombing mission with you not really knowing what's going on. And you're taught as, you know, you finish that part and, you know, move on. It's just, I forget what the term for it is, but it's actually a movie trope and a book trope as well, where, yeah, you start it's got like a French name, but yeah, it's a trope where you start in there and go like, okay, instead of, perfect example of Star Wars. Perfect example of Star Wars. That movie starts in the middle of a captured battle, or in the middle of a battle, and then the ship being captured, and you're plopped in there, and you know you're dealing with these droids, you're dealing with Darth Vader. You have no idea who they are. Like, if you had zero backstory on Star Wars, same idea. And so yeah, Final Fantasy VII, and to a lesser degree the remake, very much starts, you know, kind of in the middle, and then you find out like, okay, you know, why are we going after these reactors? Who is Barrett? Who is Tifa? Why are they related? Who's this Cloud guy I'm playing as? And, you know, it starts out as questions. You know, that is not a game that starts with backstory. It starts very much in the action, and then, honestly, after you finish that first mission, it gives you a ton more backstory.
Think that's Avalanche?
But, yeah, it's just how that particular story is started. Like, Final Fantasy V, for example, gives way clearer, you know, story about who each character is at the beginning. But yeah, it's just a story choice of 7.
Let's make it our best yet.
I just hope I can put on a good smile.
So, what do you think's gonna happen to our baby?
Yeah, if you're looking for a game that starts with a fair amount of backstory of like, who is this character? Why do we care about this character? Yeah, it's just not how the original 7 was structured. It starts out in an action scene and then gives you backstory. Heck, this game does it too. Well, this game is a part 2, but you know, I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Starts exactly the same spot as original 7 does.
There's our man.
In fact, I think 6 kind of starts that way too.
Pardon me? So where are we bound this fine day?
South. Far south.
And what's there?
Not Corel, that's what. Now step on it.
Very well. South.
Not to keep coming back to Earthbound, but it's perfect with telling a story at the very start of the game. At least you know Gygas is evil and Meteor with Buzz Buzz is the starting point of the game. Yeah, I could say Final Fantasy VII starts out as, you know, you're on a mission to do, you know, terrorism, and then you find out why. And from there, it gives you a pretty clear thing in the first half an hour or so. But yeah, I can see that if you wanted to, like, very clearly tell you the story up front, Final Fantasy 6 and 7 don't do that. They expect you to play probably an hour or two before you start getting backstory.
Hold on to your hats.
Hey, RoboCat. You act all buddy-buddy, but we don't know a thing about you. Let's fix that.
There's not much to know. I'm a 9-to-5 nobody at a small Shinra subsidiary. Another paper shuffling, copy pasting forwarder of emails.
Another Shinra lapdog.
Lap cat.
My mistake.
But you lot are special. Properly special. Never met a specialer group of people in all my life.
Also, my suggestion for Final Fantasy VII, if you're playing it on, well, if you're playing the original Final Fantasy VII for any reason, as long as you're playing the USA release of the PlayStation version, or literally any port of it that was made in English after that, some of those pre-rendered backgrounds are a little cryptic about where you can go. The game doesn't tell you what I'm about to tell you for probably about 2 hours, but it's very, very useful. If you actually press select on any of the, you know, scenes where you're wandering around and, you know, controlling a character and wandering through the pre-rendered backgrounds, pressing select will first of all put an arrow over your character's head, because sometimes your character is very small, and will give you all the entry and exit points and ladders. So that can really, really help if you're first playing that on the original version, because yeah, there's times when I first played that on Windows 98, because as I said, I played the Windows 98 version. I did not play the PlayStation version till a lot later. Yeah, I highly, highly suggest that if you're ever just like, turn it off, you know, turn it off so you can explore. But if you're ever just like, where the fuck am I going? Press select, and yeah, it'll give you a little, like, I forget if it's green or red, but it gives you like a, here's the entrances and exits, and whatever, it's either that red is an exit and green's a ladder, or green's an exit and red's a ladder. I can't remember which. And then it's got like, it's got the stereotypical like Final Fantasy glove hand pointing kind of like that, you know, like at the top of your character's head, and that gives you an indication of where you might be in some of the like larger, more zoomed out images. But yeah, just press select and it'll bring it up, and then pressing select, of course, will turn it back off. I highly, highly suggest that, as, yeah, you know, the first time I played it on Windows 98, there was many times where I just got into a new screen and I'm like, okay, where did I come from? I can't even see my character. And that might have come down to I was playing it on a 15-inch CRT monitor, but, you know, just a suggestion.
How could I not tag along?
How can I not tag along? Bullshit.
Come now, this is a road trip. We should be bonding, not fighting.
take down Scarlet unless I'm there with you.
Alright, I promise. If you don't give up the ghost right here and now, that is.
I won't let some stupid car get the better of me. Not before I punch that witch.
Yeah, that's mostly a Final Fantasy VII issue.
That's it. I can't.
Wait, just wait. We'll find somewhere to pull over. This is about to pop.
Wait, lassie! Not in the buggy! Not in the buggy!
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy 8 and 9 also you can do the select thing to figure out where you are, but it's not as necessary in 6 and 5.
Feeling any better? Leave me.
Where to now? We don't have any leads, and driving in circles, hoping to spot a black robe is...
The worst idea ever!
When you don't know where life's leading, you should get yourself a reading!
I swear this looks like Magpie.
Ooh.
I know Magpie.
Meow, 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 meow.
I know Magpie was a long-haired generic tuxedo cat, but yeah, he kind of does.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, eh? Mushrooms. Wait!
Especially the fact that Magpie was
You
blind,
mentioned something earlier
or very
about the
close to it.
Corel reactor, did you not? You saw a weapon there, right?
Yeah, but I don't recall telling you.
Well, it might interest you to know that just a wee drive from here, there's another rundown reactor.
Reactor? Materia! Okay, I'm good. Everybody back in the car. Let's go, go, go!
Well, couldn't hurt to check it out,
I think the giant Moogle's leathery bat wings are a little creepy looking.
Aye, just a wee drive from here, so it is. Shall we?
Why not?
Oh, Cloud? Mind taking the wheel?
Alright, float it south through the sands till we start seeing green. We'll be pulling up outside that reactor before you can say Mako.
Oh, great. Kate Sith has joined the party. So, my sarcasm and most people's sarcasm about Kate Sith is, first of all, Kate Sith, and I don't care how K-She or however it's actually pronounced, Kate Sith. Everybody I've ever known calls him that. Anyway, yeah, he, in the original game, was much less charming, and he was the worst character in combat. Like, legitimately just bad. So yeah, I'm actually glad they improved him. Oh, you can just run over materials and it'll give it to you. That's cool. Let's see. You can compete in chocobo races now. All right, let's see here. Can I teleport with this thing? No, but I can just kind of drive it. So I'm going to drive it. Where do I want to drive this thing? I'm going to drive it towards this.
What was up with that lucky food fortune? I mean, why mushrooms?
Well, this reactor's smack bang in the middle of a place famous for, and you guessed it, the world's favorite fungi.
Ooh.
Mushrooms grown near a reactor. Yeah, I'll pass, thanks.
I will say this thing does not control the best. It's not quite... Oh, that's ironic. the terrible controlling buggy in Mass Effect was called the Mako. And now I'm in a world filled with Mako. And now I've got a buggy that controls kind of janky. It definitely does not control as ridiculous as the Mako did in, or the Mako did in Final Fantasy or Mass Effect.
According to legends passed down in Corel, whenever humanity strays from the proper course, Alexander appears to render his righteous judgment. His pronouncements are absolute and cannot be defied. Parents sometimes tell misbehaving children that Alexander might come and smite them if they refuse to shape up.
Alright, we're going to drive this thing around, and we're going to drive like an absolute drunk. Try and make Yuffie nice and barfy. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like if we turn around and go that way. Hey, Retro Toaster, just driving a buggy that was given to me that... You know, I was pointing this out to Zelda, is that, did you ever play Mass Effect? Did you ever get the, did you get the horrible controlling car? Yeah, I was commenting that this game has a horrible controlling car, and it's a world. It's just called the Buggy, but it's in a world filled with Mako, where Mass Effect had a horrible controlling multi-wheeled car called the Mako. I can't remember how you kill these.
Too bad.
Fire, okay. I don't think I've ever played a Metal Arms game. Like, I know of it. Wasn't it on PlayStation 2? Just die. Thank you. Trying to remember about it. I have this weird feeling like I either have it or, you know, might have had it. Like, I'm not 100% sure if I still have it, but I feel like I weirdly have a feeling like I owned that game at one point. Yeah, Retro Toaster, how's it been for you? Sorry, you caught me kind of driving around as well as fighting battles. What does he have on him? Comes with materia? They're not great, but let's see here. I didn't realize it came out on GameCube and PlayStation 2. I thought it was a, or I'm sorry, GameCube and Xbox. I thought that was a PlayStation 2 exclusive. If I have it, it would be in my PlayStation 2 stuff. I didn't even know the... Okay, why are you getting out, Cloud? I'm trying to drive this stupid car. I thought it was a... Yeah, I thought it was a PlayStation 2 exclusive. I didn't know it had an Xbox version. You played it on GameCube back in the day after you found it at a garage sale. Let me look at the cover of that game. I had this weird feeling like I played it. Oh yeah, I've absolutely seen that game. The cover, but it is not something I've ever played. Okay. Yeah, like the cover looks very, very familiar. So it's one of those games that I'm 99% sure I don't have, but I've seen many, many times. What am I grappling hooking onto? Why am I grappling hooking? Oh, I see. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. I don't know if I ever bought a digital game on the 360. I mean, there's a 360 on the shelf to my left, but I'm pretty sure I never bought a single 360 game digitally.
Hey, check it out. Doesn't that rock kind of look like a cactuar?
It's just your imagination.
I see what she's talking about. Let me guess, I found something that I will need to come to later. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I did ever buy a single Xbox 360 game digitally. I don't think I ever did. Oh, there's the mini chocobo. Yes, mini chocobo? I see you. I've definitely bought some digital PS3 games. And it did make me sad that if you go into the PS3 store, while it's not shut down like they were planning, there is very little on there compared to what there used to be. Like, they've severely limited what is on there. In fact, there's probably 20 digital games that I own from the PlayStation 3 that are not on that store anymore. I don't think anything of, like, super importance, but still just interesting to me that there's so much that's not there anymore. Come on, car. Where are you? Yeah, because I remember there was a lot of people just like, oh my god, you know, the...
Okay.
It's on now.
Yeah, they were making a huge deal about specifically picking up stuff that was on the 360 store before it shut down, but I didn't see anything that I wanted that I didn't already own.
It's on now. You're enough.
I mean, I still have a legit copy of NBA Jam on Fire Edition. That did also get a physical release, which I should probably pick up, because I don't think it's expensive. Actually, let me curious what that costs. Let's see here. PS3 NBA Jam. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like you can bid on them on eBay for 20-30 bucks, and there's a lot of buy it nows that are 30 bucks and under for it complete, that is. If you were just looking for the disc, you know, that'd probably be cheaper. Yeah, NBA Jam on Fire Edition was amazing. Like, that is how you do a, like, retro revival game. Though I remember the Boston Celtics, when you unlocked every player on there, were ridiculously overpowered.
Come out, wherever you are.
Rare landworm there. Their eyes have a marvelous attribute. These creatures rely on their sense of smell to hunt. Their digestive system has also been deteriorated, forcing them to ingest rocks to break down food.
So I couldn't tell you the name of the player, but I know, I think it was that you would choose Larry Bird as one of your characters, and then there's some African American guy that I don't remember the name of him, but basically they both had either had, I can't remember if it was a 9 or 10, whatever the top stat was, in 3-point shots. And so you would just go to, you know, the 3-point line, and once you were on the 3-point line, you could just shoot 3-point shots, and, you know, the others would be going for, like, dunks and such, but, you know, you'd be on the 3-point line and legitimately make, like, 95% of your shots. So they were super, super overpowered. It actually made the game kind of boring if you just played as those two players. Because, yeah, you would just play as those two players and just dominate every single team by just standing at the 3-point line and just being like 3-point, 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 3-point. I'd have to look it up. But yeah, the Celtics were, once you got every character unlocked, the Celtics were unbelievably overpowered in that game.
Though it was quite the victory, you were unable to complete all the objectives. Might you try again?
Because, yeah, I remember that did you ever do the thing in NBA Jam on Fire Edition where you could actually get the team fire? Did you ever do that effect? Instead of being just on fire, you could get the entire team on fire. So the trick to the team fire, you had to do it where you would, you'd basically like have one guy, I forget exactly the button combo to trigger it, but you'd essentially like have one guy like run up, and you could make them do a jump without the ball and then pass them the ball in midair, and then they would dunk it, and it would count as like an alley-oop, and you would do that, 3 times, and it would trigger both characters as on fire and was ridiculously overpowered. So yeah, it was passing to somebody who was already in the air as they were trying to make a dunk, or and that would pull it off. But yeah, I will say, is that game balanced? No. Is that game amazingly fun? Absolutely. I mean, I'd say it's probably more fun than NBA Jam or NBA Hang Time was. That game was just legitimately damn good. Keeping Up with the Commodore. That was what I edited. I was like, I know I did some editing recently. It was the Are You Keeping Up with the Commodore redeem. Okay, let's see here. This is what I was looking for. Okay, Corel was in high demand in the days of the Republic, and the wealth of Mount Corel drew miners from far and wide. Though the work was hard and dangerous, the laborers banded together to overcome their difficulties and form a close-knit community in the process. Alas, the advent of Mako saw the price of coal plummeting, spelling disaster for the people of Corel. As they struggled to find a way forward, Shunra proposed the construction of a Mako reactor. After much debate, the villagers accepted the offer. The reactor was constructed with astonishing haste, but just prior to being brought online, it was torn apart by an immense explosion that has left it in ruins ever since. Yeah, the longest death ever. Yeah, that movie's ridiculous. It's from Turkey originally, from what I've researched. I've actually never watched the whole movie. I just remember finding that as a meme, like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years ago, and being like, that's a stupid meme. And then realizing that it was in, like, you know, 360p at best. It was just in garbage quality. And so I was just like, I need to take it upon myself to waste a bunch of time and come up with the, a high quality version of a trash meme.
Focus, or it's over.
You want it? Beat them, huh? Gotcha, there! Finish him off! Bring it!
So yeah, I basically I took that clip that was in 720p and was like, okay, you know, here's a version of it in 720p because everybody else has seen it in like trash quality. But apparently the original Ready Salted Tops, hello. How's it going? Your name sounds familiar. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I think either you or Dre sent me a Discord link to like your Discord, but I don't think I actually responded to it in time. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Let's see. So how's it been for you? I was just saying, how are you doing? You know, and I think you or Dre sent me a Discord link that I didn't respond to in time. Because I saw a Discord message request that I unfortunately didn't see for many days.
I've detected proto-relic signals emanating from nearby modular reactor. I'm sending you its location. It would like...
Uh-oh. Sandstorm must have kicked up or something. Transmission go through?
Yeah.
So let's see here. Divine 3. Okay, yeah, I honestly didn't see it until just recently. I do like how this car just appears out of nowhere. Whee! Aw, this thing doesn't have a horn.